Did you ever find yourself trapped in a maze? We did here on the DI, and together we'll get through The Labyrinth Door, version 2.20 by Jerry Aldrich II, originating from the Bumpkinland BBS. Let's pick our color of chalk and head into one of the mazes. We have 5 to choose from, and its size along with its number of possible exits are listed on the menu. According to the instructions, the more exits a maze has, the harder it is. Using the 10 keypad or the arrow keys to navigate, you have a top-down view of a small section of the maze. There is a lot of useful information here on this clean-looking interface, such as your destination coordinates, your current position, number of moves and marks you have available, and the number of them you have used so far. It didn't take me long to get out of this maze, and I am greeted with a really nice ANSI screen congratulating me that I was out of the maze. This was probably the easiest one in the list since it only had one exit. This door game reminds me of the game Maze Craze I used to play quite a lot as a kid on my Atari 2600. After logging back in the next day, I was greeted with a great-looking welcome back screen with my username on it. That was a really nice touch by the programmer. I moved on to one of the much harder mazes, and just from the top-down view you can tell the maze was much more complicated than the first maze I did. Since there are several exits on this maze, you have to navigate around until you go to the destination coordinates and exited the maze there. So even if you found one of the other exits, you could not leave the maze that way. In the instructions, you can use the chalk to place a marker on the maze. There are only 5 colors to choose from, and any player can place and leave a marker in the maze, so it can get interesting trying to determine if that was a marker you left or not, because other players can use the same color. Also in the instructions, I assume that this is only for the registered version of the game, that you can set up a prize maze. That the sysop runs a special maze that whoever by the time limit set for the prize maze with the least amount of moves to complete the maze wins the prize set up by the sysop. Now, this is a nice little feature that would keep people coming back to play the door game. The Labyrinth Door is a good casual door game that I could have seen myself popping in from time to play, and if you got lost in the walls of this game back in the day, let me know down in the comments below. Happy navigating, and Digital Infinity out.